time back home in Australia and I am as serious as ever about improving my Chinese cooking skills. I decided to start with the basics. Quite literally. The first dish I made when I came home to Australia was 西红柿炒鸡蛋, which is stir-fried egg and tomato, which is widely regarded to be the simplest dish in Chinese cuisine. Here is my 西红柿炒鸡蛋 tutorial. Put in egg. Take out egg. Put in tomato and garlic. Put in the egg again. Mix it around. Voila! 西红柿炒鸡蛋. Enjoy. But after cooking stir-fried egg and tomato like 10 times, I decided it was time to level up, and I decided level 2, chili oil. If you've ever been to China, you have eaten or come across chili oil. It's one of those essential condiments on the table. Just close your eyes and picture it with me for a second. You're at the local dumpling house. You look down to the left-hand corner of the table. There's this big jar of red oily mix. The spoon is extremely oily. That's chili oil. That's also the end of the story. This past month, my family and I have been absolutely obsessed with this chili oil recipe. Wait, I'll go get it from the fridge. This is our 4th batch of the stuff and it is almost finished. We are chili oil monsters in this household. We are putting it on absolutely everything. Hey Beck, what do you think of my chili oil?
It's so good. I even put it on my Brussels sprouts and it makes them taste pretty darn nice.
Mum, what do you think of my chili oil?
Love it. Put it on just about all of my stir fries these days. It's wonderful.
So yeah, as a result, we've been going through about a jar a week. It's actually crazy. So because I'm not in China and I need content for my channel, I thought, why not make a little video about chili oil, how I make it and how I use it. Enjoy. But wait, before we go any further, I have something I would like to say. This video is sponsored by Skillshare, my sponsor. Guys, I have a sponsor, it's super exciting. I feel like a grown-up YouTuber now, woo! Anyway, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. They are awesome. If you've never heard of Skillshare, open up your ears, I'm about to hit you with some knowledge. Skillshare is an online platform that offers thousands of classes over a range of topics from illustration to animation to music production to cooking. The sky is the limit. You can go online right now and just learning skills. Just learned skills. I, like a lot of you guys right now, have a lot of extra time on my hands, and I've been using a lot of that extra time to learn some new skills on Skillshare, because at the end of the day, I don't want the only thing to have come out of 2020 is a 30-pound weight gain from all the extra food I've been eating. Literally. This past week, I've been watching a super interesting series on Skillshare about how to make merch. So hopefully I'll have some hot merch dropping soon, and spoiler alert, it's most probably gonna be dumpling themed. At this stage, you're probably thinking, it's too good to be true. How could such a service exist? But I'm about to put the cherry on the cake for you and tell you that the first 1,000 people to click the link in my description will be getting 2 months free worth of Skillshare Premium to unleash your creativity. Okay, let's get back to making chili oil. So I'm just here at my local supermarket and I love that I can find all the ingredients for this really authentic tasting chili oil from my local supermarket here. So you want to get yourself some bay leaves, cinnamon sticks, star anise, fennel seeds, chili powder or ground chili, sesame seeds, salt, Sichuan peppercorns. Then a very important ingredient is chili flakes. I use these ones here, just regular chili flakes. I read online in a lot of recipes that it's better to use Sichuan chili flakes, but they don't have that at my local supermarket and I don't really want to be going too far at the moment. So this does the job, I found. Next, you want to get yourself a vegetable oil. I use peanut oil, but obviously avoid this if you're allergic to peanuts. Then go to the veggie section and pick up some spring onion and ginger, and that's it. I absolutely love this recipe for chili oil I'm going to share with you guys. There are so many recipes online for chili oil. Some of them are a lot more simpler than this, and some of them are a lot more complicated than this. But for me, this sits right in the middle. It's a kind of recipe that I can feel really proud about. I feel a bit like a top chef, but at the same time, I haven't spent hours and hours of my day making it. So for me, that makes a recipe really, really good. So yeah, let's get cracking. Add to a cold wok 1.5 cups of your vegetable oil of choice. Add 2 to 3 slices of ginger. Depending on the level of zing you want, add anywhere from 1 to 3 teaspoons of Sichuan peppercorns. I use 3 teaspoons because I'm Amy and I'm a Sichuan peppercorn addict. Add 1 star anise, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, 1 cinnamon stick, a bay leaf, and 2 stalks of spring onion. Voila! Put that onto a low heat and just let the smell of China wash over you. Seriously, that is the smell of China, for me at least. While this is heating up slowly over here, you want to go ahead and make this. This is 1/3 of a cup of chili flakes, 1 teaspoon of chili powder or more depending on your spice levels. I guess this one will be spicy. 1/2 teaspoon of salt as well as some toasted sesame seeds. Trust me, you're gonna wanna go ahead and toast those sesame seeds. It gives it so much more flavor. For one of the batches of chili oil, I didn't toast the sesame seeds and I could really taste the difference. By now, the oil will be lightly bubbling away. So once you've made this chili flake mixture, you're gonna wanna go ahead and keep a very close eye on this oil. I'm keeping it at a very low temperature. It's a slow burn, guys. I don't want that oil to overheat. I can only assume it would give the oil a weird taste, but you know, I wouldn't know. Of the 4 batches of chili oil I've done, they've all come out perfectly. It's bubbling a little bit here. Oh, God, that smells so good. Once your spring onion turns golden brown, it's time to take it off the heat and drain the oil into a bowl, throwing away any excess bits and pieces. Then you want to add the chili flakes mixture to the hot oil. You should get a really satisfying sizzle when the mixture comes together, but because I fiddled around too long with my camera and let the oil sit for too long, I didn't get that and I felt very sad. But it still came together okay. So now a really important step I have realized is to leave it to cool and let all the flavors combine for at least a day or so. I tried digging into it as soon as I was finished on one of the batches and it just didn't have the depth of flavor as the other batches. So I would definitely recommend just leaving it for a day and then going back to it tomorrow, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. Here we go. It smells so good. Let's give this a try. This could be a very dangerous decision deciding to do this in one pans. Okay. Yep, that's it. Oh, it's so good. It has this awesome smokiness to it that I love. Very fragrant, and then, yeah, about 10 seconds later, it really starts to hit in terms of that spice. It's a bit spicier this time because my hand kind of slipped when I was adding the chili powder, but still very good. And now the question on everyone's lips, we've made this delicious chili oil. Question is, how are we gonna use it? Well, the options are really endless. Here in this household, as I've mentioned, we've been going through a lot of this stuff and been putting it on absolutely everything. I've personally really been enjoying putting some chili oil on my avocado toast in the morning. Trust me, you will thank me when you try this. It is absolutely delicious. Takes avocado toast to the next level. Another thing I've been making a lot of recently is this dan dan noodle-ish noodle bowl with Sichuani flavors, of course using a very healthy dose of the chili oil. It's definitely not an authentic dan dan noodle, but it does taste bloody good. First, I make a sauce at the bottom of a bowl. I add 1 tablespoon of sesame paste, 1/2 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1/2 tablespoon of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of sesame oil, and a generous drizzle of chili oil. And feel free to adjust this sauce to your own particular taste. Maybe if you like that sour flavor profile, you want to add a bit more vinegar. If you're a salty bitch, maybe you want to use a bit more soy sauce. And if you want to keep the vampires and boys away, maybe add some garlic. Think of yourself as the king of your own personal dan dan noodle kingdom. I like to add some maple syrup for a bit of sweetness. Then you want to go ahead and make the toppings. I'm trying to eat more veg these days and cutting down my meat consumption, so my toppings are basically whatever vegetables are in the fridge that day. Today it's tofu, some sweet potato, and bok choy. Stir fry simply with some Shaoxing cooking wine and some ginger, if that doth pleaseth thou. Then boil some noodles of choice. Today I am using very appropriately some dan dan noodles, but ramen noodles will do just fine. Then you want to go and mix everything together. 1 spoonful of chili oil isn't enough for me, so I added a few more. Adding some peanuts and some Sichuan peppercorns for that extra crunch and zing. Oh, check out the deep color of those noodles. If you're anything like me and are prone to getting the spice sweats, you might want to get yourself a towel to pat your head periodically. then you probably also want to be wringing the towel out periodically. In this way, eat, dab, wring, repeat. So yeah, that's just a little simple dish that I've been really enjoying making these days. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that it's motivated you to try and make some chili oil for yourself. Trust me, it is so much better than the store-bought version. Homemade is best. And maybe this video has introduced you to chili oil in general, in which case, you're welcome. If you're watching this right now and you are a chili oil expert, maybe you come from Sichuan and a long, proud line of chili oil makers, please feel free to write down below anything I can do to improve this recipe. If you are planning on going ahead and making some of this chili oil for yourself, make sure you take a photo and tag me on Instagram, Blondie in China, and I will repost that photo onto my story. Hope everyone is staying safe and healthy and inside, and I will see you soon. Bye.